I'm here with Brian A. Prince, actor of Predator in the 2018 Predator film. How are we doing, Brian?
Doing good. How you doing?
Pretty good. So, is this your first con here?
It's my first con in Oregon, but probably not
Nice.
my first convention.
Well, how are you liking it so far?
So far, it's pretty good. Just got set up and looking forward to the day. Yeah.
Nice. And I see you got your booth, everything set up too, huh?
Oh yeah.
Looking forward to all the guests coming to see you.
Yeah, sure am.
Nice.
Got some prints, got some other stuff.
Nice.
People to bring some Funko Pops to sign. That's usually what I end up signing the most of.
Nice. And I see you also got some handmade drawings as well.
Yeah. I'm an artist, so I'm always
Nice.
doodling what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, real quick, what was it like playing the Predator?
It's funny. It's an open-ended question. It was a little bit of everything. I mean, I think. I think when people ask that, they usually want me to be like, "Oh, it was great," or like, "It was bad." But it's like, I guess, like life, it was like a rainbow of experiences. Like I couldn't just say one thing to describe it. It was some of the greatest times of my life and some of the hardest struggles I've ever been through. Trying to do something like that where I was both trying to capture an iconic character and at the same time do something new that would be something for me to explore was like a very big undertaking. And while it was like extremely difficult at times, it was also extremely fulfilling, and I would do it again in a second. Yeah.
Very nice. With
Well,
the
I'm
wacky
sure
art of Floydman here at Meadowlark Comic Con. How you doing, Floyd?
I'm doing great. This is a great show, and we're having a lot of fun today.
So, is this your second return or first time here?
This is my second year.
Yeah, I think you were here last
I
year.
was
If I'm
here
not
last
mistaken.
year, yeah.
So, mind telling us the kind of art you do?
The art I do is a mix between Carter Show Kids, Mad Magazine, Rat Fink, just some fun underground type stuff that I do art that I enjoy creating. So,
How long have you been doing it for now?
I've been doing it since I can remember. I've been doing shows for about 10 years or so.
Nice.
And yeah, just doing my own thing, yeah, and I just do my art. So,
I mean, from what we can see.
yeah, I do caricature. I do a little horror. I do a little fun stuff, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun. So that's my Rocking Dead set right there. John Joplin, David Lee Roth, all your favorites.
Well, again, Floyd, I hope you're enjoying the con. And I got to make sure to not have that too close to me.
Yeah.
So
close. Okay.
For those who are watching or here at the con, be sure to stop by Floydman and also be sure to check him out.
Yeah.
Do you have an Instagram?
I have an Instagram. It's the real Floydman on Instagram, I believe. And then my store is planetf.storenvy.com.
I'm here with C. Andrew Nelson, actor of Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, and visual effects artist here at Meadowlark Comic Con. How you doing, C?
I'm doing great. I'm having an absolutely wonderful time. This has been great. I haven't been up to Oregon in a long time, so this is great.
And this isn't your first con with the con company, Colossus Girl Entertainment.
No. I've done their show in Merced. I've done their show in Pleasanton, and it's their first time coming up here.
How are you liking it so far?
Oh, great! Everybody's wonderful.
I mean, from what I've seen, you've been pretty busy today.
I've been very blessed. A lot of people come over to say hi to me today. So yeah.
But you're liking the con so far, though?
Oh yes, of course.
I take it you plan on coming back eventually for another.
Always in motion is the future, so you don't know exactly what's going to happen. But I'm definitely having a great time now, and this has been a blast. So.
And anyone who's watching this or at the con, be sure to stop by his table. I mean, I don't think you want to have the Wrath of Vader.
If you do, the Force will be strong with you. If you don't, well, don't make me do to you what I did to my ass.
I'm here with Alan Fernandes, the actor who's the last actor who played as the Tusken Raider in the Star Wars: A New Hope. How are you doing, Alan?
Very great. I can speak.
So, is this your first time here at Meadowlark Comic Con in Oregon?
Yes.
And if I'm not mistaken, you were at one of Colossus Girl Entertainment's other conventions.
Yes, I have been.
Nice. How are you liking the con so far?
I love it. I love seeing people in costumes. Just awesome. And the fans are just amazing.
So, real quick, what was it like playing as a Tusken Raider in Star Wars: A New Hope?
Actually, it wasn't that difficult. I was more concerned about looking after Margie the Panther. So I am a trainer, handler, and actor.
Oh, so you did all three?
I did all three.
That's right. The Banthas were originally played by elephants.
Yes.
What was
One elephant.
one elephant?
Yes.
What was that like being the trainer and everything and the handler for her?
It came easy to me because I'm a trainer of exotic animals. My favorites were tigers. I wrestled tigers for a living and got paid for it. That's awesome.
That sounds pretty fun. Well, I hope you're enjoying the con so far.
Oh yes, I am.
I
It's
see that I see your table's been pretty busy.
It was awesome. Thank you.
And that helmet right there, that's the one.
That's not the original. That fan made that for me, but the original went back to the archives at Skywalker Ranch.
Nice. Well,
I'm
again,
here
I'm with
with
Jordan Redmond at Meadowlark Comic Con. How you doing, Jordan?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So you played as the little angel in the Hocus Pocus movie.
I did.
What was that like?
It was really exciting. It was really fun.
How did you come across doing that?
I did a lot of child modeling as a kid, and I got into acting and doing a lot of auditioning. And I auditioned for a different part for the film, wasn't right for it. So the director liked me enough to give me the part of the little angel.
Nice. And you got to meet Bette Midler.
I did. I got to meet all the witches.
And you're known for the line of saying, God bless you?
Yes, I am.
Bless you.
So what do you think of the con so far? Is this your first con?
This is my first con ever. And I really like it a lot. It's been really nice getting to talk to people. And since I'm local, it took me like 3 minutes to get here.
Yeah, no, I think I remember it's like seeing something along like the last minute, you were a last minute guest.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you planning on coming back to more cons after this?
I'm not quite sure yet. It just depends on the timing.
I'm here with Rodney Lockett at Meadowlark Comic Con of Iron Gate Comics. How are we doing, Rodney?
I am doing excellent. You enjoying the show?
I'm so far enjoying the show. Is this your guys' second or third year for Meadowlark Comic Con?
This is our second year. We did last year and then this year.
Now, how's it feel to be back again this year?
Oh, we're excited. We're happy to be back. We like Grants Pass quite a bit.
Mind telling us a little bit about your booth and what you do?
Well, we're Iron Gate Comics. We've been around since 2014. We are self-published, our own titles, which are All Winter Society, Guardians of Creation, Iron Gate Comics University, our universe, sorry, and Power Company we're involved in. And we're working on American Alliance #1 right now.
How was it like been writing your own comics and everything?
It's fun. It's challenging. Me and my wife both are the writers. Neither one of us are the artists, so we do have commission out art, which is why we do these shows, which helps generate income to pay for the artists.
Mind giving your wife a little shout out? I know she doesn't want to be hidden.
Yeah, she's behind us here, Felicia Lockett, and she's camera shy. Oh,
Well,
nope, she
no,
peeked out a little bit.
Little sneak peek.
There
little...
we go. There she is.
Well, I hope you guys have a good con this year, and those who'll be watching this within, next week will want to stop by probably. Are you guys got Ani-Medford this year too?
I don't know. We didn't realize Medford had a Comic-Con.
Yeah, well, it's going to be here at Grants Pass.
Oh, yeah,
Same
we'll be
location.
here next year. Yeah, we'll be here next year. Yeah, and you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Iron Gate Comics.
I'm here with Jore Pacheco at Meadowlark Comic Con. How you doing, Jorge?
I'm doing well, thank you.
So, mind telling us a little bit about your booth and what you do?
I've been a comic book artist for 36 years. I've worked on such characters as Laurel and Hardy, the Three Stooges, the Pink Panther, the Jetsons, the Flintstones, and I worked briefly for Jim Garfield Davis.
Who is he again?
Jim Davis, the guy that draws Garfield.
Oh,
Cat?
really?
Yeah.
You worked with him?
Yeah, I
What
worked
was
with
it
him.
like working with him?
He was a sweetheart. He really was. He was a great guy.
So, what would you say your favorite one that you worked on was?
Well, my favorite cartoon growing up was Popeye. I actually do a couple Popeye covers for my old the company I used to work for, Harvey Comics.
What was that like?
It was great. It was really great.
Now, is this your first time here at the con?
This is my first year at the con.
How you liking it so far?
It's been great. Everyone's been so nice, and it's a great area. It's definitely one you don't want to miss.
And for those who are watching, those who are at the con, be sure to check him out on. You have an Instagram?
I know, but I have a website.
Well, be sure to check out his
Yeah,
channel. What the website is?
It's Pacheco Tunes, my last name, and then TOONS.
I'm here with Louis. Be sure to check that. How do you pronounce your last name? Rivera. Here at Meadowlark Comic Con at his booth. How are we doing, Louis?
We're doing good, thank you.
So, what do you do here at your booth?
Well, that I promoting some of my comic books that I have the pleasure to work for. This is the comic book I do for the show. Every year there's a different issue. So far we have done 3 of those, with the number 4 to debut next year. So, and of course I do work for other creators too. So there's plenty to choose from, mostly superhero stuff.
I'm here with, how do you pronounce your?
Nazia Chaudhry.
I'm here with Nazia Chaudhry at Ani-Medford 2022. How are we doing, Nazia?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me here. I'm excited.
Now, is this your first time here?
This is my first time for a con and for being in Oregon. So
Well, how are we liking it so
I'm a
far?
newbie here. I love it. I mean, it's beautiful. It smells like pine trees, and we don't get a lot of that in Dallas.
Oh, I heard it's pretty hot over there right now.
Yeah. I'm kind of like, I had to really check the weather and make sure I was wearing the right things because it's super hot there right now.
So, random voice acting question I want to ask. What made you want to get into voice acting?
You know, I fell into voice acting. It wasn't necessarily in my plans, although I love cartoons and loved doing voices and singing and stuff like that. I fell into it. I was with an on-camera agency at the time. I was an opera singer as well, and the agent was like, hey, we also rep voiceover. You can put those CDs over there. I was assisting them. I was working at the agency, and they started sending me out for on-camera work. And then they were like, hey, these CDs go over here. And I said, okay, well, voiceover. And I went home and I looked it all up and was like, you couldn't find anything at the time. That was like over 20 years ago.
Oh, no. Nowadays you can.
No, of course, right? You guys are really lucky to be able to find stuff like that now. But yeah, I researched it and I said, hey, could you put me on the next voiceover audition? I'd love to try and see, because I've done stage acting as well. And I thought, this might be interesting. I was booking on camera at the time. I was doing a lot of on-camera work. And then I went off on my first audition. I booked it, and it was for National Geographic.
Nice.
And that is how I started my voiceover career. And a lot of it I just learned on my own, on the job. You know, because as an actor, you have to learn a little bit about, you know, mic technique and things like that. But I already knew that being a singer. So it was kind of marrying all these things together. And I think that's what I really love about voiceover, is that it utilizes all the things I know and love to do: accents, characters, singing, you know, so I get to do almost everything that I enjoy doing.
And how long have you been doing this for now?
Oh my God. I'm coming up on
if you can remember.
22 years now,
That's a long
voiceover.
time.
I fell into voice acting with anime, coincidentally, also by accident. My agent at the time, they were bringing me for voiceover and on camera. They told me that Funimation was looking for new actors, and they wanted to send me on an audition. And I thought, I don't do voice acting like that, but okay. I've done commercials, like every other genre, you name it, I did. But I'd always loved animation, and I thought, well, this is a great way to kind of break into the animation type of world. And I ended up, I think, doing Black Butler was my first, or Darker Than Black, one of those two. I booked, and I was like, this is really fun, you know?
You enjoyed it.
Yeah.
With Maid Astra and Maid Mochi of the Starshine Maid Cafe. How are we both doing today?
Oh, we're doing great. Doing good. You're doing good, yeah.
How are you guys liking the con so far?
It's so fun. Like, literally, all the people here are so cool. It's just fun to see the cosplays and what ideas people come up with and stuff.
And this is not your first Oregon convention, if I'm not mistaken.
This is our second convention.
Nice. Where was your guys' first one?
It was at CoovCon in Vancouver.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's a new one. Recent convention.
And I know your other friend, Maid Yuna, is getting ready for today.
Yes, she is.
So, how did you guys form this group?
So, basically, I reached out to people. You know, I had a dream to kind of create a place for everyone to come to and enjoy. So, yeah, I kind of just reached out to people, and I'm like, yo, let's start a Maid Cafe in Portland.
How long have you been doing it for?
So we're actually a newer group.
Nice.
So we just launched back in August.
Nice. And how did you come about the group?
Well, we actually met at a furry convention, and she scouted me.
I have yet to go to one of those, and I've always wanted to go to one.
They're really fun. I actually have a fursona myself.
If you don't mind telling, what is your fursona?
Oh yeah, it's a pink bear, and her name is Mochi also. Yes.
And what's it been like being part of the Maid Cafe?
It's a lot of fun. It's very new. It's new for me. I'm very nervous with like big groups, but it's getting me out of my comfort zone, honestly.
Nice. Well, you guys seem to have enjoyed this so far, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the con. Mind telling those who can't attend at home what you guys will be doing today?
Yeah, so right now we have a booth set up with stickers and t-shirts, and we're also doing a live performance later today.
Nice.
3 o'clock.
I'm here with Olivia Hack at Ani-Medford 2022. How are we doing, Olivia?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Is this your first time here for an Oregon convention?
This is my first time here for an Oregon convention, and maybe not my first time in Oregon, but my first time in Oregon as an adult. So yeah, I'm excited. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Well, how are we liking the con so far?
So far, so good. We just got started this morning, but so far it's a good turnout. So very exciting. Signing a lot of Funko Pops today.
And I'm sure a lot of fans are going to be happy to see you too.
Well, especially because we have Great DeLisle with us, who's my big boss in Avatar. So.
Oh, that's right. You voice Ty Lee, right?
I do voice Ty Lee. Your aura is very pink, by the way.
I love it. So, a random voice acting question I got asked. What made you want to get into voice acting?
Well, I started acting when I was 3, and it just kind of shifted into voiceover. So it happened. Voiceover chose me. I didn't necessarily choose it, but it's been good. It's been good to me.
I think one of your earlier ones was Rhonda from Hey Arnold?
Rhonda from Hey Arnold. Yeah, I was. I think I was 11 or 12 when I started doing that one.
So how long have you been voicing for again? Acting altogether, I should say.
Oh gosh, since I was like 3 years old. So yeah.
I guess another question I usually ask, for anyone who's wanting to get into voice acting, what advice would you like to give them?
Well, I always say it's a little V, it's a big A. So people think that voice acting is real separate from acting, but it's really just another facet of it. So I always say just take an acting class,
I've seen voice actor interviews. I saw this documentary called I Know That Voice, and I saw how some of the voice actors, when they're voicing characters, they like to do facial emotions, try to feel the character itself.
Yeah, using your face and your body definitely, for whatever reason, definitely comes out in your voice. So yeah, it's a full body exercise for sure.
I'm here with Great DeLisle Griffin at Ani-Medford 2022. How are you doing, Gray?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you liking the con so far?
I love it. I love Oregon, so I have a cabin in Sisters, so it's like home to me.
So this is not your first time being at a convention in Oregon, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I was in Portland about 5 years ago, so that was fun.
What convention was that for, if you can remember? If you can remember.
I can't even remember, but it was the big Portland one. The Portland one.
And if anyone's familiar with Gray, she has voiced such characters as Azula from Avatar, Daphne from Scooby-Doo.
Jeepers, it's a creepy mystery, you guys.
Mandy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Yeah, whatever.
And many more. You've been voicing, past 20 years?
25 years.
25 years. Yeah. So one random voice acting question. What made you want to get into this?
Well, I was doing stand-up comedy, and someone said, hey, you should do some cartoon voices while you're working on your jokes. So that turned into a whole career. I still do stand-up, but it doesn't pay the bills.
It seems you've enjoyed doing this for the past 25 years. Do you remember if you can remember that far back, do you remember what the very first voice you did was?
I got a pilot for Disney called Penny Dreadful. It was before the TV show Penny Dreadful.
There was a Disney Penny Dreadful?
Yeah, it was a pilot.
I've only heard of the live action one that was on Showtime years ago.
Yeah, no, this was a cartoon. And then I ended up getting the Rugrats right after that, where I met Tara Strong, who's still one of my dearest friends.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Who's your voice in Rugrats?
I did Timmy and Todd McNulty. And I also did Reptar.
Nice.